Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to another episode of JBS Podcasts, Stories of Innovation. Today, we're going to be talking about something that affects all of us, whether you are in an enterprise handling complex customer data, or you're someone who's just out there and using public Wi-Fi systems. Cybersecurity is something that affects us all. And it's very, very important that we stay secure in this very connected world. And to talk to me about this very complex subject is none other than Rahat Zaidi, who is an expert in enterprise solutions. And welcome, Rahat, to this JBS podcast. Let's start with you telling us a bit about yourself.
Thank you, Sajda. First of all, thank you very much to inviting me on your show. Um, as you already giving the introduction, like I'm an enterprise solution architect. So my job role is basically to understand what the customer pain area is, what the use cases they have, and according to the pain areas and the use cases, I design solution. My team design that solution, and whatever the in the IT world in the organization. So we need to work according to the customer pain first of all. So we are here as a solution architect, as a subject matter specialist. So we are here to solve the customer's problem basically. So as my role, as my responsibility, so I'll go to the entire organization and see the what are the gaps in the organization according to the technology, like information technology with the data center side, all the architecture of IT things, where the network, cybersecurity, compute, storage, and the number of lists. So we'll work on it, and once we got the anything related to whatever the gaps are there, then we'll give the solution to them. So this is my role and responsibility, and this is my little introduction as well.
So that's a very interesting job that you do, because I suppose every organization that you go to will have different needs.
Yeah.
And so therefore you'd probably need to build a different house being an architect, a solution architect.
Yeah.
So let me start with a very simple question, but I think it's something that confuses a lot of people. What is the key difference between security and cybersecurity?
Well, very, very, very valid question. Well, security is more like physical things. Like if you are talking about, I have a house and there's a door, and you just go there and open the house with the key, and then you have multiple options over there like windows and all these things. But when we are come to the cybersecurity, it will integrate your digital things like sensors, like CCTV cameras, and all the things which is related to digital is come to the cybersecurity. It's a very layman language. You can say that there's a difference between cybersecurity and security.
Although everyone thinks it's a technical world, but it's not really technical. It's just about protecting people in the real world,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Great. So why is it important for people to know, to have that awareness about cybersecurity?
So when we are talking about the awareness for any layman who's using the internet, so it's open for them. All right. There are multiple access devices are available, like laptop, desktop, PCs, all these things. So awareness is very important, how you can use your information when you are connected to the internet. So internet is basically when you are connected to the internet, so you are connected to the whole world. So there's a multiple things are happening. You are using your financials, you are using your corporate data, you are using your personal data, and now the options are more brighter. Like you are uploading your data on the cloud, your data are following you. You are going to you are traveling to the world, so your data is connected to you. So it's more important how you can protect your data. Like there's a multiple things threads are available, but you need to aware which clicks is more important for me and which clicks are right for me. So yeah.
So Rahat, would it be right to say, like, if I'm walking at the beach and I leave my footprints over there, every time I use any kind of device, I'm actually leaving a digital footprint everywhere.
Yeah.
And I need to know about what that digital footprint is, right? So I think that awareness, you're right, is very, very important. But since you are so actively involved in this area and talking to companies, what do you think are some of the biggest threats that we are facing right now, both locally in Pakistan and maybe at an international level?
If you're talking about the local threads, So even when the fintechs are very common in the entire world and in Pakistan as well, so there the multiple threads are on or your application, like the mobile banking application, and hackers are always looking what type of information you can just place in front of the user, which can be like or seems like a real, but it's not real actually. So these type of threats, are very common, and which manipulate the end user, where you are just giving your credentials and all the thing, and the data and the financials can be lost over there. So this is
Yeah. So I get a lot of these WhatsApp links and I get a lot of messages, and you now we're so used to it. In the beginning, I've been scammed so many times, and sometimes I fell for it, sometimes I didn't, but it is a very, very dangerous world out there, and a lot of people sitting behind closed doors doing things that are impacting people in a big way. So what do you think are some of the ways that, good habits that people can adopt so that they remain safe and they don't fall for these kind of scams?
it's basically again a type of awareness. Uh, any user or any person who is o- obviously they are on the digital world and they are using a different thing. So the mostly the threat hunters or hackers are observing you. If they are going to give you the damage, so they are going to uh, observe you, what kind of social media you are using, where you are going, what type of coffee shop you are like, your like and dislike and all the things. When they combine all these things, then they predict your credentials, they predict your the secret information, like secret questions, secret password. They can predict by observe your lifestyle or all the things. So
And what do you think about people, any message that you want to give to people who use public Wi-Fi's or
oh
VPNs?
yes,
And yeah, how dangerous is it to use that?
it's it's a very dangerous thing which I consider when I am going to any place and I asking for the public Wi-Fi, and there in the surrounding there the threat hunters, your hackers are there, and just looking what type of uh the person is using application, because they are already placed over there. They are sitting over there, and then they're using the multiple application. Once you are connected to that public Wi-Fi, they can uh, observe your data, what you are transmitting on your on that public Wi-Fi. So once you are logging on the public Wi-Fi, you are using any type of financial application, or your any flower deformation. So once you are entering your credential over there, they can easily decrypt. All right. So it's very important once you are going to any public places. I recommend 100% they use your private network, not for the public Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because in Pakistan, mostly people are going and go, okay, now there's a free Wi-Fi, with free Wi-Fi, so we can use it. But it's very mandatory to use your private network rather than use the public Wi-Fi.
So you think it is useful to use a VPN? Does a VPN protect you completely?
It's not exactly if you are using the VPN you are secure. It's not like that, because you are just using a proxy hub which is connecting to that gateway to another gateway. But the transmission of the data are over the network. So you can the hacker can easily identify what information you are using on that network.
So at an individual level, what you're saying is strong passwords, being aware of where you are, being very careful in a public network, even using your VPN intelligently, being aware of different scams. All of these things are very, very important.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's move to at an organizational level. What are the key threats that you see? I'm sure some of these are very similar, but they're probably at a grander level when you talk about big corporations. So what are the aspects of cybersecurity that organizations look at?
Okay, when we are talking about the organizations, so first thing coming to the mind is email. Emails are very common in organization. Anything you need to communicate, you need to document it. You need to email to that person, or or outside your organization. For the hacker, for who's sitting outside your organization, they know about your email, your domains, and everything, and they are finding what type of loophole in that organization where we can enter it. Same like if I'm going to give the example of the layman and language, you're living in your home, and outside your home, they find what is the easy access for me to enter in that room or in that home. So similarly, in organization, they are looking for what loophole an organization have on over the network, over from the endpoint point of view, from the workload point of view, so they can enter in that organization. And in that scenario, you know, uh, uh, they identify more those people who are not very aware with the IT technologies, right? So they will give them different phishing emails, and different website they can easily access. And there's a time bomb. Agents are also available. You just any email is came to in your inbox, and you just open it. You don't know this any agent which is installed on your PC, and when the times come, they are working in they are working like in algorithm type of workings. They are penetrating in your organization, and when the time comes, and then the entire organization can suffer a lot of things. So it's a very basic awareness thing which organization needs to be aware to their user, because as already mentioned that many information are leaked from the endpoints.
Yeah.
And endpoints means where the user are sitting. So it can be your mobile, your laptop, your PCs, all these things.
Yeah.
So we need to give the good awareness to our employees as well. How you are treating the emails which are coming, how you can be treating what type of links are coming, what type of attachments are coming in your email. So it's the awareness more thing. Organization need to work on the awareness thing.
Yeah. In fact, I was reading recently about a hacker that became the CEO of a company, and he did a wire transfer for himself. So cybersecurity is not just a technical issue, it's a financial issue also, and can cause severe loss for individuals and organizations. What
I think it's not a financial, it's a reputation as well.
Yes,
If
absolutely.
anything is damaged, it causes your brand image, your reputation image.
Yeah.
Everything is now on social media. You can easily damage that organization brand as well.
Yeah.
So which links already in financial as well, right?
Yeah.
So your point is correct, but I just
Yeah. No, and so I think a lot of customers, as customers, they're quite scared giving companies their information just because of these threats that exist. How do I determine when I give my data to a company that company is capable of keeping it secure? What are the things that as an ordinary person I need to look at?
Well, it's not about the organization or company. You are on a daily basis. You are a lot of information you are giving to on the internet as well. When you are going to sign up any account, they are giving you asking you the first name, last name, your address, your phone number, your email address, even sometimes your credit card information as well, just to in keeping the store in. And for example, here talking about like iOS and OS, Android, they're for App Store or other thing, they are also asking for these thing of the credit card information. Or there are the multiple taxi services are available, they are also giving your information. So it's not organization nowadays, it's a basic need, it's a basic information you are giving, and you are keeping your life easy. You are just one time giving your information like your credit card information and all these things. Now the question is how we can trust. All right, so it's basically the reputation of that brand, because if you are using that particular brand, and the number of followers or number of users are there, so it's mean it's the good reputation, and you can just trust on it. And you can also look in a technical thing, their application or their website are secure, they are certified, they are certificate authenticated or not. And there's a multiple things like two-factor authentication, these kind of thing if are available on that particular app or organization. So you can easily like 70-80% you
Yeah.
can trust on that.
Yeah, I think it's very important that these kind of discussions we should have in any organization, not on a quarterly or an annual basis, but it's something that we should talk about every day. I see a lot of people leaving their laptops open when they move away from their desk, and it's
They are keeping their password as well on as a storage
exactly.
as
So
well.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
So there is a lot of things that people can do to even keep their own data secure.
Oh,
How do you determine what the red flags are in any organization when you are suggesting a cybersecurity solution to your customers? What are the things that you tell them about? What are the red flags, and
yeah.
what is it that they should
Well,
train people about?
all right. Anything which is not as per the schedule, as per
Mm,
the routine thing, and you found that I think this is not the right thing, which is need to be happen on the regular basis. For example, in your laptop, in your notebooks, whatever the device you are using, you found something malicious over there, like number of folders are created, the network traffic or your CPU utilization is now
mm,
become 90% or more than that.
mm,
So it's there, unusual thing are happening over there. So it's the red flag for that.
mm,
Something is happening on your end devices, something in your network or something, so you need to immediately in the organization ask your administrator something is happening. As an individual, first thing which you can just disconnect through the whole world, which is
mm,
internet.
mm,
So, just one thing is awareness and one thing is the solution. So, these are the red flags, which identify that something is, going happening in your, maybe the going happening after a week or something, because now the you can say that the viruses or the agents, which is predefined in are working like this. Once it's installed in your end devices or something, they will act once they need it.
mm,
Not, it's not necessary just one anything is come into your in your device, and then it will happen on the right away.
mm.
Once the hacker needs that, they will activate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having the right alerts is very important
Yeah.
within your organization, which brings us, how is AI playing a role in
Oh yes.
sort of
So,
creating that prevention and sort of help mitigate any kind of
as
risks?
as an enterprise architect, in my each vertical, I found AI is spreading everywhere in the foundation as well. When I talking about the data centers like cloud, network, in everywhere the intelligence are coming now.
Mm,
In the cybersecurity, yes, they help a lot. Like uh, as we are talking about the behavior thing and
mm,
and anything which is not the user, now the AI predict that thing, that
yeah.
something is happening in your laptop or and devices, because it's not a usual. All right. So AI identified that thing and alert on the dashboard thing or something. You can say that whatever the AI tool you are using, so
Mm,
they at least alert you. And some cases, and those are the good solution, or like we are using the different tools as well. They can identify as well, and then can stop as well. So
mhm.
is AI now revolving, and they are revolving in every vertical, every tool you can say that, and they protect as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think AI can help the defenders, but it can also help the
yeah.
attackers, and who can do similar patterns and similar sort of setting those alerts and
Obviously, the technology are evolving in the advance, so hackers are more advanced now.
yeah. And you always have to be one step ahead of the hackers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then how important is it for organizations to have some sort of a disaster recovery plan, and what do organizations normally, or what should they do rather?
All right. So when you are talking about the disaster, it's mean you first of all you need to protect your data.
Mm,
For protection your data, you need to make the multiple copies of that. Like obviously, when my endpoint is compromised or attacked by anything, So first of all, I need to protect my data. So for that, I need to back up it. I need to back up on my on-prem, maybe on cloud, maybe on the external devices. So first of all, you need to back up your data, and your operating system can be revived once you have data, and you can restore your operating system and retrieve your data as well. So in that scenario, backup on a daily basis, on a routine level, a schedule level, or the cloud level is mandatory to protect the critical data, not every data. Yeah.
So in a lot of companies I have worked, they actually rehearse downtime and what are they going to do if such a thing happens? Because breach is not considered something that's if it happens, it's like when it happens.
Exactly.
So we are all susceptible to it all the time. So we really need to be alert.
The point which you mentioned, they rehearse their activity, like primary data shifting to the secondary data. So in that scenario, we are, as an enterprise architect, our responsibility are more higher. Like, we are making data available 100%, and now we are designing that type of solution. There's no need to rehearse your things, because we are making the two physical data center actively live. So in case anything is happen on the primary side or your first side, the data will be on the same point of time. They will access from your different data center.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the big giants of a cloud provider are working on the same. And now in as our responsibility as a Jaffer business system, as a solution architect, now we are making that type of solution where the active data centers are designed, and we have already implemented in different organization of financial institute, and now they are using, and for making available data every time, 24/7, without any downtime. Anything, if they they are going to maintain their maintenance for their primary side or first site, so the user will not affect. So these kind of information, these kind of design, now we are working on it. And this is the advanced technology as well, where the combination of security, network virtualization, cloud computing, server virtualization, and there the replication of data, backup, these all technologies are placed there.
Yeah. So what is the one mindset change that you think people should adopt just to stay secure?
Don't use their internet.
I wish that could be the case,
Right. But this is just a joke apart. But without internet, even my child, they are not sitting without internet, because everything, like the new game, are connected over the internet. So there's a mindset that security is only made for the corporate or organization. So I think we need to change that mindset, because now everything is available to the user on through their end devices, and we need to make sure that whatever you are going to use should be a secure. um, and for that, for example, I'm going to download any type of application, so I know which type of application I'm downloading and what kind of information they will be asking for me. So this is necessary to aware what information you have and what type of information the application or the internet, the kind of thing they are asking for. So it's all, again, awareness need to be very important when you are going online.
So I think this conversation really shows that cybersecurity is not just about firewalls or IT departments, etc. It's everyone being very mindful of being a digital citizen everywhere,
Exactly.
not just locally, but everywhere. And then you've got to consider things like your phone, your passwords, the links, and just small things that are really part of your daily life. So I'd like to thank you, Rahat,
Yes, thank
for giving us such interesting information about cybersecurity. Thank you for joining us, and hope we can speak soon again about this subject.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sar.
Thank you.